Okay, so they should be able to hear me now?
Yep, I think we're good to go.
Okay. Uh, I'm euni. I'm more known for Celeste Task stuff, but I've been running V lately. This was the first speed game I really learned all the way back in 2013, and I've come back to it recently. And I'm joined by... I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
I can now.
Okay, hi, I'm here. I'm Frozen Flygon. Hey. Hopefully you all can hear me too. I've been learning the speedrun to this game recently with a lot of help from euni and alongside Garby as well. And I'm super excited for this because V is an incredibly broken game and we're gonna get to see all facets of it. It's gonna be awesome.
So, let's just get started.
Let's do it.
So, I'm gonna start off with a relatively normal 100% playthrough. But, one thing that is very important is the R button. You can use R to intentionally retry, so I'm just gonna retry right now, and that's gonna skip first level.
Nice! That was easy.
That's like a 5-second window or something. It's not hard at all. So, what 100% is you have to collect all trinkets scattered throughout the game. So, first one is coming up right now, and the first two are actually two of the hardest trinkets in the game, in my opinion. So I'm gonna scare Frozen by taking this really aggressively.
Woo! This one's really scary. So yeah, skipping checkpoints, yep. So that risk-reward of skipping checkpoints, of course. It's very unlike Celeste in that you choose which checkpoints you take.
Yeah, Frozen moved from this to Celeste, and it's a lot scarier to run. It is a very good speed game. It's very easy to pick up.
Absolutely agree with that.
That was not good, but we got it. We got it. We're good.
We're out. All good.
And we're coming up on my least favorite room in the game. This one right here. Okay.
It doesn't look that bad, but it's deceptively
It's so much harder than it looks. Like, this is probably the scariest trinket in the game for me.
Yeah. And another thing is, like, the transitions between rooms in this game are really fast.
Yeah, very instant. So,
yeah.
As you probably can tell, really the only mechanic in this game is flipping.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
So, probably wondering just how broken this game can get if you can only flip. Well...
The answer is very. Cool part about 100% is we're really gonna get to see all this game has to offer, and it's also just still a pretty quick run. It's about 20 minutes.
I'm taking a slightly different route here from the normal 100% route. Normal 100% route would actually have gotten 2 additional checkpoints for a glitch called telejumping. I'm going to avoid doing that glitch because I want to show off this game like it is more normally first.
Yeah.
So now we enter Warp Zone. The gimmick of this level is that the screens wrap around.
And
so this level is very hard to learn, very hard to follow. I'm gonna scare Frozen here by skipping like 10 checkpoints.
No, don't know.
It's fine. I only go back like 4 rooms if I die.
Yeah, you know.
I'm gonna skip the next one too.
Oh, this one's so scary. No! That one's
I rarely mess that up. I messed that up because I was thinking about it.
Yeah, exactly. If you just go through this, it really comes down to just being comfortable and not hesitating.
Like, in all my practice runs, I did not die but once. Yeah, that's fine.
Yo, just buffer all those
And then, tough cycle right here. Dang.
Yeah, getting that cycle is really tough.
What?
I like how you phased through that triangle.
Yeah, that can happen if you're on the edge of a screen. Okay, this is the only warp zone. It's also one of the hardest in the game. I'm either going to get this first try or 5th try.
Yep.
Cool.
Let's go, first try.
That lines up really naturally on entry cycle.
Yeah, and again, just like Celeste, a lot of entry and death cycles to deal with.
I know, like, no death cycles, so...
Oh yeah, no. If you get on death cycle, you're just panicking.
Required 2-frame flip right there.
Woof. Yeah, that flip is really awful.
Yeah, this game runs at 30 FPS, so it's not that bad. But my game's lagging a lot. That's weird.
Come on, Heart Room. There we go.
Yeah, Heart Room is 2 of the hardest in the game.
Yep. Warp Zone either goes like beautifully, or you get
or
stuck
it goes
in
like that,
blue.
which I mean, yeah, it could have gone much worse, but that was a bit of a yikes, Warp Zone. Now we get the level with the best music in the game.
Yes.
Normally in
Amazing.
100%, you actually wouldn't be able to hear this music, so that's another reason why I'm doing a slightly different route.
Yeah, this track's an absolute banger.
The whole music in the game is, but...
Yes. But I am biased towards this track.
Yeah. This is, well, other than the auto-scroller level, this is probably the easiest level.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and it's just really fun to run. So the gimmick here
this is like the one checkpoint that I wouldn't get normally, that I will get now.
Mm-hmm. That trinket can be pretty tricky. Nice.
I'm gonna try and hit this line twice, which looks cool. I'll hit it 3 times, and now I'm gonna try and clip through this.
This is a line clip. Nice!
Yeah, so how that works is the game gives you 2 frames to flip after you fall off a ledge. How it actually checks to do that is it just checks that you're facing the same way. So what happens is frame 0 we flip, frame 1 we fall off the we flip, after flipping we hit the line and we're facing downward. Frame 2 we flip again, but since we're flipping downward, the game, since we're facing downward now, the game lets us flip again upwards.
Yep.
So it's technically 2-frame perfect inputs, but it's not hard.
It's not really. I just sit there and mash my keyboard until I get it. One of the more, common, easier.
One of I'm gonna go for a really tough strat here. I think I got it. That's like one of the hardest strats I go for in this category.
Yeah, nice setup.
I don't think I can really express in a simple way what I just did there, but it was like a setup for a few rooms later. Gonna grab this checkpoint and then go back and get this trinket.
Yep, there's a trinket up here if you didn't know. I also got some really pretty rooms here. Yeah!
Rainbow room.
Rainbow room's really cute.
Oh.
Something you can do here is just stand on that ledge in the middle of that line.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Gonna get the Victoria trinket. I forgot to do that for my practice runs. It's in my split. I have it like in notes in my splits. There's a trinket you get by talking to Victoria, but I just forget to do it half the time.
Good. And it's gonna cause some fun visual effects.
Yeah. Not the visual effects Frozen was expecting, actually.
What?
So what I'm going to do is talk to her and die on the same frame. And the game's going to try and change Victoria's hitbox, but Victoria isn't on screen, so it's going to change Viridian's hitbox instead. So I'm upside down now. And I'm also a chain chomp.
You're a chain chomp!
I did not tell her I'd be doing that.
What? Usually it looks like a TV! Oh my god, you're so cute! You're just munching! I'm living for this.
And now we get Tower, which is an auto-scroller.
Tower is really cool.
Tower's really cool casually.
Yeah, that's what I meant. In the speedrun, it's basically just like, please don't die.
Unless you want to die. There are places where you want to die.
Yeah, if you can set up these cool death warps, basically, that will scroll the screen for you. As we said before, you can use the R button to retry on your own, and you can do that right as you hit a checkpoint to scroll the screen faster, and it saves time in a variety of places that euni will show off as we get further into Tower. That trinket scares the heck out of me. Nice.
Okay, there's one. It wouldn't have saved time, I was too slow. That would have been 2 though. That's 3. And that's 4. Any percent does 6, but
I'm only comfy with 2 of them, but I'm working my way up to more.
Yeah, none of them, like, I think altogether they save 3 seconds, the 6 death warps, so...
Yeah, and you can see if you go too fast or too slow, there's spikes at the top and the bottom of the screen, so that makes this all... You can't just, like, hang at the top of the screen. But yeah, pretty cool optimization there with the rules, the straight scroll, which is cool.
Was that a tower without intentional deaths? I'm happy with that.
That was really good. Yeah, that was great.
So, unfortunately, this next cutscene is going to fix the graphical glitch with being the chain shop. I believe that actually changes your hitbox, because hitboxes are based on your sprite. But, hitboxes being based on your sprite's going to be very relevant later. So, intermission...
Oh, yeah.
Intermission is a hard level.
Intermission is literally impossible. Like, it's so hard. So basically, if you've never seen this before, intermission, every time you are standing on the ground...
Okay, that works.
There we go. Our friendo will copy our movement and move with us. So anytime you're flipped, they're not going to move, but when you're on the ground, they're going to move. And so you have to solve all these different kinds of puzzles. Like this one, you got to make them go across the gap and then not hit the spikes.
Gonna try a really stupid strat right here.
I believe. This is not how you're
I'll give it like 3 tries.
Sounds good. There's like barely enough room for you and Friendo to be on the— Yes!
I did not expect to get that at all.
Let's go! That's really hard. That was epic.
Death warp, just to save a little bit of movement time.
Awesome.
And wanna hit the teleporter first. Gonna make a game save here. Yeah, because I'm trying to press R and enter on the same frame, and I missed it. I pressed enter earlier.
Gotcha.
So what that's going to do is it's just going to give me a control during this cutscene. So I'm gonna do another death warp right there, and that's gonna spawn the game doesn't know where to spawn me. I messed up the movement.
That's alright.
The game doesn't know where to spawn me. It's like moved me back to the main world, but I haven't hit a checkpoint on the main world, so it's like, where do I put Viridian? And it ends up just putting him on 0-0 on the overworld. Also, flashing lights warning for like the next 15 seconds.
Yep, we're going to visit a friend and some flashing lights. Elephant! Yes! Elephant trinket is a good trinket.
If you stay in the elephant room for so long, Viridian becomes sad.
Viridian doesn't like elephants.
Okay, this is the hardest level by far.
Moving into SS2. Station 2.
This is the any percent trinket.
Yeah, we get that trinket no matter what. Because it saves a room. Yeah, SS2 just has a lot of really tight cycles.
Okay, going to go for a frame perfect trick in this next room.
Gordian knot.
No, I go for the frame perfect one.
Yeah, you got the hard part.
Both parts are hard.
That's true.
Nice.
Nice. There we go.
Going back's hard too.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd have to go around, but you just can flip there, which is really difficult.
Okay, really hard cycle I go for here. Nice, got it.
Yes.
And, if you remember, we skipped the first level, which is Space Station 1. So the thing is, there are trinkets at that level. Also, cool cycle there. There are trinkets at that level that we have to get. So, fortunately for... Oh, come on. Fortunately for us, Space Station 1 and 2 are actually connected, and we can go from Space Station 2 to Space Station 1, but not vice versa.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go on in and visit Space Station 1 from here.
But first...
Oh!
This is generally considered to be the hardest trinket in the game, so of course I'm not going to get the checkpoint.
Oh!
Easy.
First try, no checkpoint. Let's go.
Yeah, obviously that's very risky, but it saves a lot of time to just get the checkpoint, so...
That was awesome. Yeah, because then you can just...
Okay, now we're in SS1, and we're going to go backwards for SS1.
Yeah, so we're just casually going backwards through the first level, because we gotta get all these trinkets, and I think this is probably my favorite part of 100%. Just,
yeah, there are a lot of
cool routing.
Oh, this is a second cutscene in the game. You're supposed to have like a basically empty map when you get this cutscene.
Our map's almost full.
This section has a lot of cool cycles.
Yeah, in the category I'm speedrunning right now, no out of bounds, I don't even touch
checkpoint
SS1.
skip here. Just saves a little time on this Death Warp, and a couple more cool cycles. Right here is my favorite. That's tighter than it looks, and it looks tight.
Yeah.
So if you want to start explaining Gravitron skip.
Yeah, so pretty much there's a way to skip our fan favorite Gravitron, because it's really hard and takes a lot of time, basically, and you can lose a lot of time there. So the cutscene after the first, the cutscene that happens when you come back from this level will basically just override the intermission, which is really cool. So we're going to be doing that by going back to the SS1. We have this SS1 teleporter that allows us to do that, and we are going to death warp as we come back from it. We're going to hold our R button and mash flip, and that's going to give us a level complete and totally skip the Gravitron, which is really nice.
Yeah, what the death warp actually does is it just skips the cutscene after it. But the game actually soft-locks if you don't skip the cutscene. So,
yeah.
So now I'm going to do something very similar to the wrong warp. So I'm going to press R and enter on the same frame. And with the wrong warp, what that does is it's going to give me movement during the teleporter. So the thing with teleporters is teleporters can move you into walls. They don't care where you are. So if I move to the left and flip, it's actually just going to move me into a wall here.
Awesome.
And that saves 30 seconds. Normally there are 3 telejumps. Oh, come on. Normally there are 3 telejumps in this run. The first 2 save seconds.
Yeah, that telejump's really important. So now you're noticing you need not take any of these checkpoints, which she's been doing that anyway, but this is for a purpose.
I would only get one of those normally.
Yeah, you need to not get any of the checkpoints to get prize for the Reckless Trinket. And then you have to do this section again, which is great, because it has
Nobody likes Down Under. Down Under
one of the worst screens of the game. Exactly. So yeah, kind of fun towards beat SS1, come back to SS2, now SS2.
Yeah, so that's all crew members rescued.
Ooh, yay!
And now we enter the final level. The final level... It's probably my strongest level, actually. I say that, really cool. I'm probably jinxing myself, but I'll be beating the game a number of times during this. This is the only time I'm going to beat it by, going through the final level normally.
Going through the final level.
Yeah, you will only be seeing these screens once.
Which is good, because a lot of them are really hard, so this kind of recaps everything we've seen so far in the game. You see the lines, you see the screen wraps, you see...
I mean, the screen is literally entitled to Please Enjoy These Repeats, so...
Yep. We got the line again, lots of spikos, it really just conglomerates everything you've seen in the other levels in the game. It's such a really cool finale to the speedrun.
Good music,
and the only trinket we need is at the end, so... That screen's really hard.
I messed it up, but... saved it.
And the music's bopping here, of course. Party time! What's with the yes dudes?
The enemies in
just,
this game are weird. Never line clip.
Yeah.
I'll do another one there, because why not? Normally I don't do that one, but...
Nice! Yeah, a lot of the enemies in this game are words, so I think it's just a reference to that.
Now we get a section that's a little like Tower.
Yup. Time slip smile, I know. Final challenge is my worst screen in the game, by far.
Oh, I think that was my first death in final level.
That was. Really clean final level, otherwise.
I was really hoping that would be deathless, but...
I cursed you.
No, I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, that was sick. Great job. If you don't die in time slip, it's a blessed final level.
It's like a mid-19, I think? 1940-ish? Oh!
1912!
That's better than like... My PB in this game is 17. My PB for this category is 1712, but hey, I'm rusty, B, I'm doing slower strats.
Well done, GG.
I'm happy with that.
So now we're gonna break the game a bunch.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
So part of the reason I'm doing 100% is just showing off what the game is like relatively normally. The other part is because I actually need 100% completed save file for later.
Yeah.
So, foreshadowing. So, yeah, I'm just going to make a quick save here. And, time for a new game. You're gonna be seeing this cutscene a lot. Get used to it.
We've hit some kind of interference! Evacuate! Alright, so what category are we doing now?
On the leaderboard, this is called, on the speedrun.com leaderboard, this is called any percent. It's kind of a misnomer. Any percent current patch, or any percent no save and quit would be more accurate. Because I will be doing a true any percent run, and it's a lot different from this.
Yeah.
So, you notice I got that checkpoint earlier, and now I'm actually intentionally skipping checkpoints. And I'm just gonna grab this teleporter. You just need to enter a screen to get a teleporter. And now I am going to head to Warp Zone again.
Awesome.
So, if this was this kind of event, this is a part where I would ask for a donation, but... This, like, every category does this movement, and...
Yeah, going through Warp Zone is just like cozy adventure time. It's really cool looking on the map. It looks really like combobulated, but it's like we have the very focused way to get through it. It's a lot of memorization, just like which way to go out of teleporters, but once you do that, it's honestly some of the easiest movement in the game. Yeah, it's pretty cozy. And then you get the warp zone in the level, which is not
And now we get this checkpoint, and now we're going to do a telejump to the earlier teleporter we got.
Yep, so hitting retry and enter on the same frame, getting inside of the wall, and hey,
and now we're halfway through SS2. Awesome!
It's quote-unquote easy! So yeah,
don't have
amazing.
Don't have to get doing things the hard way this time.
Yep.
Don't have to enter SS1 this time. Also, the overworld music is still playing.
Yeah, because we didn't enter the actual level correctly.
I'm not doing 100%, I don't need that checkpoint. Yeah, so 100% would normally enter Tower and Lab like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you enjoyed that last minute of relatively normal gameplay, none of the rest of the showcase is gonna be like that.
No.
So don't blink. So another telejump. This time going to go to the second teleporter we got. I messed it up.
It's all good. We can retry it.
That's not a I literally just forgot to mash. That's not a telejump you mess up.
Oh.
So that's Warp Zone done.
Bye, Warp Zone. That was easy. Crew member rescued.
And if you remember, we skipped Gravitron with SS1 earlier, so we did that by doing the 4th level. So this time we're going to do SS1 as the 3rd level, which is going to skip Intermission 1 instead. So that's 3 levels done. We got the checkpoint for that while we were going through SS2 earlier. Leave the screens and die so we can teleport. And now I'm gonna telejump to the teleporter at the end of SS2. And, that's tower done.
Wow.
So now we go to Intermission 2, aka Gravitron, my worst part of the game.
Whoa! Gravitron's hard.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shut up and try not to die, I think.
Sounds good. I can talk a little bit about Gravitron. So pretty much, Gravitron is just, you're bouncing between these lines, and there are stuff coming at you. There are like certain patterns that repeat, but it's not scripted, so you kind of have to live react. And the game will give you every 5 seconds. So it's not like you have to do a straight minute. But obviously it saves time to not have to reset, because the timer will tick back up to the closest 5 minutes. So yeah, you just have to kind of bounce along and avoid all of these friendos.
Every 5 deaths it gets slower, which is
over time it will get
nice.
easier.
Hopefully that won't happen though. I will say that my goal was first 30 seconds deathless, so...
Well, you did that, so that was awesome.
30 to 20 seconds by far the hardest part.
Yeah, there's stuff flying from both ends of the screen. And...
That was a good dodge.
That was.
Oh boy. I think that's 4 deaths.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, it's gonna get a little slower now, which is actually going to throw me off because I'm more used to the fast ones.
Yep. Speedrunners curse.
Okay, we're good.
Alright, nice. We're out of a tough spot.
20 to 10 on the other hand, 20 to 5 on the other hand. Much easier, slowed down.
That makes sense.
And, the last 5 seconds are scripted.
Nice.
Okay, they're not if you die.
Oh no! Oh no!
So,
Alright, done.
So,
Oh? Alright?
This is fine. So, flashing lights warning, it's nothing, like, really bad, but it's going to be on and off for, like, the rest of the showcase, pretty much.
Yep.
So, come on.
There
we go.
Here. Yay! So you notice the timer's still going, which is funny. Oh, you beat the game! GG!
Yeah. 6 minutes, 32 seconds.
That's pretty good. So, what happened there?
Well, we'll talk about it later. You might want to watch the game time here.
Oh! So, we just beat it again. GG again, everyone. Alright.
Yeah, and, you may want to watch the what?
Timer?
No, glitch didn't happen that I was trying to get.
Aww.
I mean, I can just beat the game again. For those counting, we're at, 3 at the moment.
We're at 3 victories so far. There's 4. Nice, congrats.
No. So what happens if a timer runs out?
That's a good question.
That's 5. Okay, So, now that we've beaten the game in 7... See, I was planning to make some comment about what the in-game time looks like, but I don't even know what those look like.
I can't, it's 7...
There he goes!
Bye! See you later!
Oh, dang. My game's crashed. I was hoping to show something else off, but I guess we're not doing that. So that's a game crash, and,
The game did not like us beating the game 5 times then. Yeah, we just yeet off the side of the screen, and then the game crashes. Awesome.
Okay. So, gonna go to play mode's intermission, and I want to show off some other things with this mode, and while I try not to die in intermission, Frozen's gonna explain what you just saw.
Yeah, so why did we beat the game? So basically, when we beat the Gravitron, what happened was Uni died, and then respawned us, and so our hitbox changed.
Okay, so if you look at the top of the screen, the top line, when you enter the Gravitron, it, like, slowly moves across the screen. And so, when we died, for some reason, that hitbox change got applied to Viridian instead of a line.
Yeah, so our hitbox was really silly, and that's why Uni was able to squeeze inside of that, like, gap in the wall, and then start scooting along the screen like that. And since the Gravitron and space, which is where the game complete happens, are on the same map, we were able to just travel to the game complete, and the game was like, okay, you did it, congrats.
Yeah, so... that was sketchy.
And also it's on the same map as the 2 intermissions as well, so that's pretty interesting. Also, whenever is a good time, you'll need to Discord screen share to me again.
Oh, right, I forgot. Sorry.
No problem.
Had a much better Gravitron. 4 depths, I think.
Nice.
6 now. No, that was actually my 5th, because it got slower. Okay, so... now I have a big hitbox, and I'm going to Discord stream. Okay,
awesome.
We're good.
Yay!
So, I intentionally took a depth right there, and, so... Viridian has a really big hitbox now, but since the game's hitbox collision is just terrible, it thinks he has a really small hitbox. And, you can just fit in between the 2 screens. So hopefully I'll get the glitch now, and we're at 6 game I think we're at 7 game completions overall.
I think we're at 7 game completions now, yep.
Yeah.
So,
hopefully the corrupted death count will happen this time.
Yeah, the corrupted death count's hilarious.
Yeah!
Wow, you died a lot in outer space there.
So what happened is that the outer space rooms don't actually exist in the game. I'm gonna take another really quick... I almost said take another really quick death. What I meant was take another really quick game completion. Because I actually want to show what happens if, you, let this play out.
169 flips, nice.
Yeah, so the outer space rooms don't actually exist. So the game, when you die in an outer space room, the game just writes some garbage data to the table that keeps track of what rooms you've died in. So
Now the Gravitron's happening here. Amazing. You can never escape the Gravitron now.
So when I start the game, I wanted to start from quick save. So I'm kind of clipped into the wall now. This is fine.
Oh,
if I go up here, you'll notice I can't exit this room. That's because a wall over here is blocking me from exiting the room.
What a silly hitbox.
Similarly, I can't exit this room. And, I'm gonna go over here, hit this checkpoint, and, so notice how I'm hitting these two checkpoints. I don't think that's supposed to happen. So...
Casual.
So I can fix my hitbox, basically all weird stuff gets fixed in the game if you die in no-death mode. Which is really nice.
Which is very ironic.
So now we're going to go back to the quick save and watch the cutscene that happens. This is why we needed 20 trinkets. This cutscene plays when you get all 20 trinkets.
This is my favorite cutscene in the entire game.
And of course I'm going to mash through it, but I'll read the funniest part.
The funny parts, the funny bits. Ooh, look at this. Let's go.
Oh no! We're trapped!
We're trapped!
Oh dear. How should we get out of this?
Combine! Big.
So that's cool and all, but you know what I think we should do? We should start a new game.
Okay, I'm in. Oh! What's up, Big Viridian? Lorge. I can't get over this first cutscene with Lorge. Sad. Large sad. So we're big now.
How this mode works is the edges of the screen just don't exist anymore.
Yep. So the game gets really confused.
So that's warp zone done.
Congrats, well done. That was fast.
At the tower teleporter, no less.
Incredible.
So what level should we do next?
What do you think?
I say SS2.
Oh, that sounds good to me. So we just triggered that.
So that's SS2.
And do the tower teleporter again. And you briefly turned into a large TV. That was fun.
Yeah, it's a problem with this mode, which is Viridian, while he's big, he can't actually beat either intermission. So with SS1, we were able to skip one intermission, but it turns out that if you take a crew member, if you take your third member to the SS1 teleporter, you are able to complete the third and fourth levels at the same time.
Incredible. That's just efficiency.
I just want to show you can stand there. And that's going to allow us to skip both intermissions. What actually triggers it is this cutscene, not the teleporter.
That's the double intermission skip.
Yeah. Saves time in any percent, but it's super hard.
Yeah.
When I say any percent, I mean any percent out of bounds, which is the main category. And, that's tower.
Bam.
So that's all crew members. And we're getting to my single favorite part of the run, which is, this cutscene right here. He's standing on two of them as well.
It's so good. Smush. The big is contagious.
Okay, so this is actually the hardest part of a run. So now,
Yeah,
remember
go
how all the
intermission.
intermissions are on the same map? So I'm in intermission 1 now. It turns out that the only screen you can't beat in intermission is the first screen.
Nice.
So I can just walk across the bottom here, except right here. Let's get this. No.
Ah.
So,
Okay.
how this mode works again is that you can fall through the edges of screens. That's annoying. So,
Really peculiar.
yeah, but stop.
Come on, Viridian, please play nice. Who
There we
knew
go.
moving around in big mode would be
So,
this difficult?
if you just walk into one screen, you'll die. So you have to, like, delay on the edge of a screen for a specific amount of time, and, like, you can't see what I'm doing at all. It doesn't look impressive, but it's actually quite difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
So close!
This is worse than normal.
It's all good. Obviously not intended to do this movement, so it's
What
very
do you
hard.
mean? This looks perfectly intended.
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't stop early enough then. Yeah, the worst I got in practice was third try, so... Unfortunate, but...
Happens.
Oh, come on!
I believe.
This is what, 5th try?
I think so.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like I did anything, because it's
Nope,
all
it
off
really
screen, but...
Oh, and here we go. Here's the end.
So that's 9 times I've beaten the game now.
9 game completions. GG to the 9th power. Big percent.
532. My PB in this is 250. So...
Wow.
And let's just take a moment to appreciate this final cutscene with Big Viridian.
I'm so excited. Yeah,
So you can
so big.
standing on 2 of them.
The end cutscene with Big Viridian is so funny.
4 of them are gone now. You can't read the text because press enter to activate terminal is overwriting it. Like, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, you can beat no death mode in this. It's like orders of magnitude easier than beating it legitimately in no death mode. That's the only reason I have the Steam achievement for no death mode.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That wasn't what I meant to happen. We're here now. Okay. So one other thing I want to show off. There we go. So this is a Super Gravitron. It's hard.
Wow, well, you're doing really well at it. This looks pretty easy to me.
I don't know, like, those look really hard to dodge.
Yeah, this movement.
Like, to get a
really
good time on this,
precise.
it's almost like you'd have to have your hitbox off screen or something.
Look at all these trophies you're amassing. I'm so proud of
Yeah,
you.
so if you look at my Steam achievements, I got every single Super Gravitron trophy in the same minute.
Yumi taught me how to do this. I also have all the achievements now. You're a winner, exactly. I'm a big heckin' cheater. It's true. So yeah, like Super Gravitron is so hard. Like, what's the actual record on Super Gravitron? Like,
I am literally going to go to speedrun.com and look it up.
yeah, it's really hard.
Interrupt the run to look up a world record. Like, it's insane.
It's
World
important.
record is 14 minutes for 32 seconds, which
Wow.
is
That's actually
absolutely
really
mind-boggling.
amazing.
Okay.
New trophy. Congrats. You just got all the trophies.
Now the game's actually in a really fragile state right now. If I just, like, quit the menu, the game would crash. If I quit the menu now, the game will crash.
So yeah, now we're back in the
so
lab. Oh,
If
we're back.
I teleport away, that should fix it. And now I can quit the menu.
Nice.
So one other thing I want to show off in this mode, and I'm gonna start a new game. I told you you'd get used to this.
Wait, this is our favorite cutscene. Evacuate! Everyone off the ship! This shouldn't be happening.
It
You're
really
right,
shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
So we're flashing now.
Rainbow Viridian. Any edge case glitch in chat?
So the game's just paused now. So you know what I think a good course of action would be? Start a new game!
Oh look, more friends!
If you want, like, one image to summarize the showcase, this is that. This entire cutscene is great, but I want to especially point out the teleporter.
Yes. Yeah, teleporter, let's go.
So we're in the ground now. We can't move. If I die, I end up in the same spot. Like, the game has completely given up, and I'm like, I can still control and stuff, but this is a soft lock. Let's open the game for a third time.
Nice.
Remember to Discord stream this time.
Yay! Yeah, these glitches are amazing.
Okay, couple other things I want to show off with that are just gonna do. I'm done with big mode itself.
Goodbye, Big.
But I just
We
want to
love
show one thing that can happen with this cutscene, and also the single best thing in the game.
Yes, it is the best part of the game.
I like that
I
you know what I'm talking about already.
It's so funny.
So, let's take a death warp.
I like how half the people are in the floor now.
We're not trapped, Victoria. We're literally in the ship. We are not
We're in the
trapped.
space station. It's fine. Victoria, come on.
Okay, we're in the secret lab now.
Look at all those trophies you just earned. Congrats, you found the secret lab.
So this is where you normally access the Super Gravitron. The Super Gravitron is intended for entertainment purposes only. Anyone found using the Super Gravitron for educational purposes may be asked to stand in the naughty corner. That's the naughty corner.
You're happy, and then the sound effect happens, and you're naughty. Go in the naughty
Okay.
corner.
That is it for this version of the game. I'm actually going to switch over to version 2.0 of the game.
And we have one more game completion to go, I
Yeah.
believe.
So this is through 80%. And so I swear this is the last time you are going to watch this cutscene. Let me Discord stream.
The noise it makes for the naughty corner, yeah, it cracks me up.
Is it working?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, yeah. V2.0 can be really weird with graphics. You can see it in the lower corner. So this is the last time you are going to be watching this cutscene, I promise. But this one's gonna go a bit differently from our previous ones.
Just a tad.
Gonna get that save point.
It's a secret tool that'll help us later.
We're going to get more back to it. So, now I'm going to press Enter and R on the same frame, which is going to open that text box. And now I'm going to quit to menu and watch this very carefully.
Oh, we skipping. We're booping. Oh, that's the victory music. What now, Captain? Let's go. Congrats.
Okay, so let me explain what just happened.
GG again.
Nice round 10 completions. I may have intentionally done that.
Perfect 10.
So, the first glitch was, open a text box and press R on the same frame. So, this was fixed in, so what that does isn't actually that dramatic. What that does is it lets you open the menu while you have the text box open. So, then we opened the menu and quit to map. And if you were watching closely, when we quit to map, you saw press action to advance text at the top. So quitting to menu did not actually close the text box. Or, well, it did close the text box, but the game still, thought there was a text box open.
Right.
So then we re-entered the level, and it still said press action to advance text at the top. Even though we were fully in control, there wasn't a text box open. And so we need to get a little bit in programming of V here. So this game is terribly programmed. The source, it's open source. If the developer made some comments on the source code, if you are familiar with programming, I highly recommend checking it out. It's horrifying. So, basically every single thing in this game is its own unique state. Most significantly, every single text box in the game is its own state. So, how the game goes through cutscenes is when you press action to advance text, the game just adds one to the game state. And so that just goes to the next text box. So, what we did is, we have this tool on screen that whenever we press action, we increment the game state. So it just happens that one of the game states related to teleporting is 4080, and one of the game states that triggers the end of the game is 4089. So just by pressing action in a specific pattern, we can strategically implement that so that it gets to 4089 and triggers the end of the game. All the movement through walls was it triggering the wrong teleporters. So each teleporter moves you to a specific point on the screen. Each teleporter is different, so it was like we got the cutscene for one teleporter in the wrong spot. Mm-hmm. So, I have a couple extra minutes, so I'm going to go for one trick I decided I'd do if I had extra time. I have to copy a save in.
Sounds good. Yeah, that credits orb is hilarious. I just love that the victory music just starts playing.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, Frozen can redirect them to me.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's been loving the nonsense.
I'm not going to Discord stream this one, sorry. But you know what this is.
Yes, I do.
So, remember how this warped me to wrong warped me. So it spawned me at the location of the screen where I'm currently standing. What I'm going to try and do is hit the checkpoint on this screen during that cutscene. Nope. Nope.
Heck.
Yeah, just let me know when I have to get off. I might get this. It's very difficult.
How about, like, 2 or 3 more tries, then we'll transition.
Okay, yeah. Last try, I think.
Sounds good.
That doesn't count. Come on.
I believe.
Nope. The idea was that you can clip into this wall and end up going in a really weird place, but that's it for me.
Yeah, thanks for showing us all the wacky things that
Yeah, it was really fun.
Highly recommend you play this game if you haven't before, because it's a really great game, casually, and
it's
a great
$5.
game. Yeah, it's awesome. So thanks so much for having us. Hope you all enjoyed the nonsense.
Yeah.